decision, your preference, your wife. But like my boy Jay said, ain't nobody got no issue with that. The issue is, why do you feel the need to take aim at black women? I'm going to tell you why I think it was. Like Nas told Jay-Z, what you mad they called you ugly? You know what I'm saying? Is that it? I mean, come on, bro. The one thing you have to do is always pay homage to the ones that made you, which are black women. And, okay, the brothers, of course, but we didn't get disparaged on this go. So let me add a little sauce to this conversation, because what we have here is a brother basketball player who is with a white woman, which sounds almost cliche.
Right.
But let's take into. I want to get y'all opinions on a couple points. He went to Kentucky University. Kentucky University is roughly 30,000 students. Of those 30,000 students, about roughly 8,000 are minorities. So that means this is another brother going to a big-time school where it is dominated by white students. So he is going to be bombarded, because just like some of my boys at Bama, they're proposing to white chicks at school. But the thing is, once a man 18, 19, 20 years old, you're just getting into your sexual prowess. You're trying to get it in. You're trying to get what you can get. And if the typical groupie of a school is Caucasian women, like we see in movies, like we see in pop culture, then these brothers ain't all of a sudden going to white chicks. They already on white chicks from college to, and then once they get the money, then they gonna stick with the white women. What you think about that, Jay? What do you think? Do you feel
that is a fact? You're right on point. That's what happens. But you always stick with your lineage, man. Don't never switch out. If you, like I said, you're attracted to a white woman, then that's cool, bro. Everybody has. You like a light-skinned chick, I might like a dark-skinned chick, I might like a Chinese. Whatever you're attracted to, as long as you keep it real and keep it within in the realms of, this is the person I like, that's different. But the shit he said make it seem like that you a straight-out coon, man. You got coon for the fucking week, maybe coon for the year. You know what I'm saying, Moms? I ain't mean to cuss, but I was peed off when you hear this, and I had to go in on that brother, man. And you know what I'm saying? You're not a good-looking brother anyways to be talking about bulldogs, man. You look like a pug, like I said. So that kind of peed me off, man. And I'm tired of y'all brothers cooning like that, man. Stop it, man.
Well,
there it is, bro. There it is.
Halfway mixed on this. I'm gonna say yes and no. And here's why. I'm gonna agree with you, Mill, but I'm also gonna disagree with you. And here's why. As a person who has a mixed child, right? My opinion is just that. I have a mixed child, and that's that. I love her to death. I love my daughter. She knows that I'd give the world for her.
But I don't want to cut you off, but when you liked that woman, did you like her just because she was white, or did you like that person?
I like that person because
okay, go ahead.
About her at that time that was special to me, and that thing was she actually talked to a nigga. Nobody else was even looking my way. Nobody even gave me the time of day. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it. This is where I disagree, because how many brothers we have seen this day in professional sports go through high school, college basketball, struggle with a sister, but then when they get big payday, Kanye said get on and leave their ass for a white girl. Y'all act like that shit don't happen.
No, we should agree. That happens all the time.
So I'm saying, whether I'm not cutting Patrick Patterson, I'm not cutting this dude no slack. I don't give a fuck if he was in Kentucky or he brought something of value to him. I don't care either way, but don't badmouth. Defend your girl, defend her for whatever she is, defend her culture, defend her character, do whatever. What you can't do, and what you will not do, is disrespect black women, dog, because at the end of the day, your mama black and your mama's mama was black.
There it is. Exactly. Exactly. Well, I tell you what, Peterson, we going to let up off you for the moment, but don't think it's sweet, homie, because we going to come back. All right, we going to move on to another topic here. I want to ask y'all boys something, because this kind of struck me as either a cry for help or is it just the paint being peeled back on a layer? The San Francisco 49ers, one-loss team just like the Patriots, they put on a display against the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, for goodness sakes, Aaron Rodgers, that bad man, had 104 yards passing, which equated to 3 yards per attempt. So, San Francisco, here's what I want to know. Are they legit? Do you think they are the NFC's diamond based off of the defense and the offense with the weaponry? We have a secondary that is coming into its own, led by Richard Sherman, along with a defensive line led by Mr. Bosa, who actually wreaked havoc on Aaron Murray with 5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and of course, we already went over the passing stats. Junior, let me know, I'm going to go with you on this one first, Jay. Let me know, what do you think? The 49ers, are they the real deal, or are we only seeing what we want to see? What you think, brother?
Well, Mel, I'm finna go back in first before I get on that with the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers, man, you falling off a cliff. Come on, brother. You ain't been good for about 3 years now. Come on. You were supposed to be the best, most talented quarterback in the league. I mean, what's up with you, man? They want to call Brady out, and he's old and still winning championships. You falling off a cliff, man. Let me go to the 49ers now. Doing their thing. They got the D. The offense got to be a little bit better on the passing attempt. They got rushing game for days. But they can still win something because they're a solid team. And they can win the NFC, man. So, I mean, my hat's tipped off to them. I give people props when props do, man. They came and muddied these guys, muddied their ass. So, I mean, they still keeping it rolling, man. And if you look at the rest of their game, they got hard schedules. They got Baltimore next, which is going to be the battle game. So if they beat Baltimore, we ain't got too much to say after that. So we're going to find out about the 49ers. Do I think they will be in the Super Bowl? I think they have a chance. And when somebody's doing something, I'm going to tip my hat off on them. I'm going to let it go to you, Junior. Handle your business.
Well, as far as the Green Bay Packers is concerned, you already know. Ain't no love comes to me in the in the Packers because they're in the NFC North. So at the end of the day, fuck them. I don't care. I'm glad to see Aaron Rodgers get finally exposed to show that he can only throw for 104 yards. But I'm finally glad that people got to understand that everything I've been saying about this dude has been right. He an old lucky charm, little flip ass dude. The motherfucker's just lucky. Every game he did, and wins by luck, especially in the late quarters. Now, when it comes down to the 49ers, pretty much only one thing to say, and I think my nigga E40 said it best. Bang, bang, Niner gang. If you ain't bumping that song, Bang, Bang, Niner gang right now, y'all tripping. Because San Francisco defense is really looking unstoppable. They're looking like the Steel Curtain, the Monsters of the Midway, and the Legion of Boom all put together. 104 yards for a potential person that they called one of the Hall of Fame greats? 4 yards?
Yeah, I thought it was unbelievable myself.
I got San Francisco riding all the way. I definitely got them going to the championship divisional round. Would I like to see them in the Super Bowl? Yeah, I don't know because the jury's still out as far as who I want to see the Super Bowl. So, but do I got them going to the divisional round? Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that take, man. And Junior, you said something too, man. You actually brought up E. Fonzarelli. Okay. You heard that here.
Shout out to E. Fonzarelli.
There you go. There you go. So I'll tell you what, fellas. Seeing that Jay segued us into Lamar Action Jackson, perfect jump off. Now, the brother is doing things that just got us all sitting like, man, how do you defend this dude? Who's going to stop these guys? You got a guy that came into the league, everybody said he was going to be a wide receiver, a running back, or everybody was just trying to put this guy in a different spot. And now we got this guy hitting them from all angles. This guy's throwing around people. He's running around people. He touch passing. I tell you what, man, Baltimore, and he has the whole team. The definition of leadership. This guy has the whole team, special teams, defense, especially offense, all playing with their heads on fire. Please, Junior, let me know what you think about these Baltimore Ravens, and tell me how high do you think the ceiling is for these guys this season? What you got?
The ceiling for the Baltimore Ravens is high as Lamar Jackson. The one thing I hate is the comparison thing. You can't, everybody want, people who was really changing dimensions of the game with his run, but which may be true, but the one thing they can't say about Lamar, they tried to pigeonhole Lamar was, what the big was he couldn't throw. Oh, guess what, people? Lamar can throw. If you take away his run yards right now, this dude will be fourth in the league passing. Fourth in the league yards. This dude is the truth. Every time he had the rock last game, dog, they scored. The dude was mad. 2 drives, 2 leadership. So he's checked up every box. He's a runner. He's a passer. He's a true leader. His teammates respect him. And he only 22. So there's plenty of time left on them tires, and dog, and trust me, if these cats don't win the Super Bowl this year, trust me, they get one next year. It's just going to be one of those things how, miraculously a team gets to go to the Super Bowl because somebody getting ready to retire type drill. I hate it to be that way, but I really believe, this dude really belongs in the Super Bowl, and he deserves one right now.
I'm with you 100% on that, my man. I don't think there's anybody else showing the exhilarance, the excellence, just the excitement in this NFL like Lamar Jackson. This guy is pretty much the face. So, Jay, let me know what you see, because I also I know the Philadelphia Eagles is sitting right there on the same side as the boys. So what you got and what you think about these Ravens and who gonna stop them?
Okay, I'm going to start off like this. Since you're missing my Eagles, we still going to the Super Bowl. Y'all can laugh. But
yeah, that was good. That was good.
I think it's funny, but okay. This guy, Lamar Jackson, is a freak, man. That's what you call a freak. Something you've never seen before. That brother is really impressive, man. And he's showing them, man, y'all pick me way low like that, man, and then Baltimore picked somebody else before him. Mm-hmm. So think about that. They picked somebody else before him, and the other teams passed up on it. So that should have been their first pick. Now let's go deep into it. Like you were saying, Mill, he unites the team. When he's doing his thing out there, the defense plays better than special teams. That's called a freak, man. When you unite the team, they're going to keep playing well. That's how my Eagles was, man. We got united and kept playing well throughout. So, Ashton Jackson, I'm so proud of you, man. You showed these cats, man, that you're the man, and you should have been picked. Because a lot of them quarterbacks was picked before you, not better than you. You the MVP, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm with you, bro. I love most of all, I just like how the guy is bringing this whole Baltimore team together, and everybody's playing with their hats on fire because they recognize, they see this kid out there doing his thing. And Harbaugh, I got to give my hats off to him. He recognized the kid. He put him in. He changed the offense to tailor around him. They drafted him. They saw the beauty. They went ahead and, Flacco, the whole little thing, they let him go about his business, put Lamar in. And, man, can you imagine this team with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed? Can you imagine
man, they would be undefeated.
Oh, my gosh. You talking about just the camaraderie, the excitement, the hypeness. Man, that would have been,
man. So what you think would have happened with this match? And I say Joe Flacco, man. An overpaid dude.
There you go. Okay. Well, I tell you what, man, we're going to stay with this NFL for one more round. We got the Steelers, and I want to give a shout out to Mike Tomlin because I recognize that the Steelers had a bunch of adversity. You got Le'Veon gone. You got Antonio Brown gone. Now you got Ben hurt, and you got this one. You know, it just seems like the bandwagon was losing tires left and right. And some kind of way, the Steelers still have a respectable record with a path to the playoffs, and a lot of us thought they were dead when Cleveland, we remember the infamous Myles Garrett game, but Cleveland actually beat the Steelers. So what I'm asking now that Duck is finna come in, I know a lot of people don't know who that is, but Duck Hodges, this guy played for Sanford, like I heard earlier, not Stanford, Sanford, which is a school people play in college when they're just trying to get a little dust-up game. So, but the guy has thrown some good balls. He's had some good games, and now he's tapped as the starter. Junior, let me know, what do you think the Steelers, especially now that we know Baltimore is probably going to win that division, let me know, tell me, what do you think about Mike Tomlin as well as the Steelers? What do you think they can accomplish, and how do you think that this coaching job that Tomlin has done by keeping this team up on its feet and not falling on his ass? What you think about that, Junior?
This once was said again. Much as I hate the Steelers, Mike Tomlin has been one of the best coaches I've seen in a while. Do I believe his move to bench Mason for this week's game makes sense? Yeah, it makes sense, and it only makes sense to keep the narrative down. Because he knows if he start Mason, it's going to be a whole nother war and a whole nother brawl of emotions going on. So I appreciate Mike Tomlin for keeping everything cool, for keeping things in check. He's always been a great leader when it comes to that aspect. So shout out to Mike Tomlin for doing the right thing on this one.
Okay, I'm feeling you. All right, Jay Jizzle, go ahead and jump in there, man. Tell me what you think about these Steelers and what you think about this Mike Tomlin job he's done this season.
He's done an excellent job. They're not going to make the playoffs, but, I mean, I felt like the thing with the quarterback was karma because he should have been suspended, too. And, we heard he made a racial slur, and I believe he did that. So Mike taxed his ass, so that's good, you know what I'm saying? And there's much respect for Mike. From what he's dealing with, man, he's still putting together a good football team to win the games that they can win. So, Mike, man, big ups to you. I feel you going to the Hall of Fame, man, and much respect, man. You went through a lot of shit last year. You had a lot of people that was disgruntled with the quarterback because he's one of the motherfuckers that's a diva and all that. AB, man, you're a diva, man. You act like a female, bro. Stop doing that. You great, man. And Le'Veon Bell, he wanted to get paid, man. Y'all should have paid that brother his money, so I ain't mad at him. But, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to help the brother out, man. That brother was going through stuff, Mike Tomlin. And you're doing a great job, Mike. Y'all might not make the playoffs, man, but the future looks great next year, man.
I don't know, man. I keep trying to tell you about speaking up on these team defenses, dog. I keep trying to First of all, I'm going to say this. Pittsburgh had probably snuck the best player out of the fucking draft this year when they got Devin Bush. Best player in the draft. Then they turned around and made a trade for Michael Fitzpatrick, which only made their defense even more better. Now, if they had a better quarterback that can lead that team and that was more efficient in the offense outside of Mason Rudolph, okay, I believe they'll make the playoffs. Do I still believe they'll make the playoffs as a wild card team? It's possible because, again, you know me, I love defenses. But I'm going to disagree. And here's the thing I'm going to disagree with you. Because the narrative of Mason Rudolph calling this man a nigga, I just don't believe happened, and here's why. Do you know how many cameras and mics are on the NFL field?
But you don't know what he whispered to that man when he was on the ground.
Cameras and mics are
everywhere. So you hold on, you think that man he made that up He think he just throw that out there to make it up
How
for
did that get
PR?
leaked out, Jay? How did his defense get leaked out? That's what he was finna say.
I'm just saying, do you think he made it up?
I gotta throw.
That's the question I
gotta
asked
throw
you.
a flag. I gotta throw a flag on this one, fellas, because I'm kind of gonna side with Junior on this one. I thought that Myles Garrett interjected that, hoping it would kind of soften the blunt that he was finna take to the face from the league. But when you got one of the realest, goonish dudes out there, Mr. Pouncey, you got this guy. If this guy utters the word,
hold on, Mill. He wasn't in that whole thing at first. He came after us. When they was on the ground at first, it was just him and him.
Again,
so it's not to say that never happened, but I'm saying, I'm asking y'all the question. You don't think it happened? If you don't think so, okay, cool. But they had a scrimmage where it was them two, and you don't know what this cat said. When he in anger trying to pull this man helmet off, that word would come out of a white person real fast, man, and you better recognize that. But go ahead.
How many mics and camera on the NFL field?
Man, you think they gonna really put that out there like that?
Already told you, if he really said it, the NFL would do everything in their power to deal with Mason Rudolph. But guess what?
They won't, man, because they don't want that kind of smoke, man. We already got the racial shit, but they don't change. Well, you can't say the N word out there.
So why would Mason Rudolph say that when there's so many cameras and mics on the fucking field? There's too many.
Okay, why would he pull his try to pull his helmet off and be emotional and grabbing his man like that in an emotional, heated thing? And why? Let me ask you this. Hold on. Why did all the brothers get suspended and he didn't get suspended? Ask me that.
I don't just wait. You acting like I'm okay with that. First of all, Mason Rudolph should be suspended.
No, I asked you a question. I said, why all the black people got suspended, but he didn't?
Why haven't you answered my question yet? Let's start there.
What's your question?
How many cameras and fucking mics are on the fucking field, Jay?
That doesn't mean anything.
How many fucking cameras are on the mic, Jay? On the field, Jay?
It's hundreds of them. I understand what you're saying. How many cameras police and all of them had on it and they snatched them shits when they done something? They can do that, bro. I'm giving you another reference, man.
The community and the black community, and what I don't believe is for all the fucking mics and shit that's on that field. Have you ever seen the backstage access shit that the NFL puts out and all the fucking content that they pick?
He's laying on the ground on this, man, and they don't really want that aspect coming to disrupt this league and what's going on right now, bro. They will hide that, man. That's what they do.
Okay, well let me jump in.
They will get rid of Mason Rudolph before they hide that shit, because what happens when we find out? It is over.
Who's to say they won't get rid of Mason Rudolph, bro?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what, fellas. This is what I think. The only time he could have said it without another soul hearing it is when Myles Garrett was on top of him.
That's what I was saying.
And then they started the book. But my thing is, what would he... Obviously, he would yell it out, or would he say... Would he be like, nigger? Would he say it softly? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how would he actually...
That's why I asked y'all. Y'all think that man made that up?
I think he made it up.
If y'all think he did,
I'm gonna be 100 about it. I think he made it up because he was trying to soften the blow. But okay, well check this out. I'm gonna let y'all boys jump on in this thing because I want to know from y'all boxing expertise. We're gonna go into this this Wilder Ortiz thing. Jay, I know how much you love boxing, so I want you to educate the listeners as well as myself. Let me know, what did you see in this victorious Wilder fight that either A, made you believe more in Wilder, or was it B, that, oh man, he still looks the same, but the guy's got power? What was your takeaway from the fight? Did you see improvement or the same or worse? What you got, Jay?
My take from it is he's a bad man. When you knock all these bitches out in the fucking road, man, he doing something, man. I'm talking about knocking bitches out. Ain't no decisions and all that. And I go back to that fight where he had the decision. He knocked that man the fuck out, man. So that would have been 42 knockouts, man. He's a bad motherfucking man, dog. When you can go in anytime and win a fight and knock a bitch out and get paid in the whole ass, and a man just made $20 million off that fight, his next fight should be $50 million, man. Because he's the bigger entertainer in the boxing right now because he knock a bitch out, man. And that's, like he said, that's what we want to see, man. He's a bad man. Can't nobody in the world beat this man in a boxing match, period. When that happens, you the baddest bitch on the planet. You can't tell me somebody who can beat this man and run up on him right now and beat him, man. It hasn't happened, man. I mean, he's 41 KOs, bro, in a fucking draw. So tell me, I'm talking about 41 KOs, man. Listen to one more time, 41 KOs. Show me somebody who did that. 41.
Okay.
And I'm talking about this shit in a row, man. And I give it 42 because that was bullshit. You show me somebody who did that and tell me this man ain't the man and tell me who can beat this man. Wilder is the fucking man. We diminish his boxing skills, but guess what my dog say? I ain't got to outbox a nigga because I knock bitches I ain't want to cuss, but I knock cats out, man. You feel me? Because my mama be listening, so I ain't want to keep with the F words and all that. But yeah, man, he knock cats out, man. Show me.
We appreciate the respect.
Tell me. So I'm going to go to y'all brothers on this.
All right, June, tell me what you got.
At first, I was a little bit skeptical at how Wilder was standing because I felt like, his stance was too wide, and, he was just, I felt like the first 3 rounds are all, no matter what, I always felt like the first 3 rounds for me is just a filling out stage. And you don't see no true boxing until round 4 or 5. And when I got to round 4 and 5, and I was like, oh, shoot, Ortiz looking like that slam down Ortiz is going to be worth it. And he was putting it on Wilder. But what came to light is Wilder's true freaking power, which is amazing. It's like, I feel like his conditioning was better because at 7, he didn't look winded. He didn't look gassed like he was when he fought Ortiz the first time. Hell, even when he fought Tyson Fury, he was gassed. But this fight, he didn't seem gassed. And the way he was able to, he cut off the ring and took that extra pivot to the left and pivot and then set him up with that jab and then threw that straight right. Oh my God. See why he do this thing coming. And how Buddy said, like, damn, he fell in sections. Because if you fall in sections, that means you didn't see that shit coming. I mean, he looked truly stunned falling to the ground. So I say Wilder game has elevated. The heavyweight division is on notice. Deontay Wilder said this is his time. It is his division. And if y'all ain't paying attention, y'all better pay attention because this brother's serious.
Okay, and I'm with you on that, man. I was looking for some boxing skills, which I kind of knew that I wasn't going to see a drastic change. But I tell you what, man, Wilder said it best. When cats fight him, they got to be on alert for 12 rounds. He ain't got to be on alert but for 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's all it takes to put you down. So we're going to roll off into this comparison of Mr. Mike Tyson and Mr. Wilder. What do y'all think will be the difference? How you doing? What would be the difference as far as comparing Wilder and Tyson? 2 different eras. I'm going to throw this out there. Mr. Wilder has a little bit more of a easy road, if you will. Mike went through some serious contenders. So, Junior, tell me, what do you think about this comparison with Wilder and Mike Tyson? Who do you think was the most lethal fighter? Who do you think went through tougher competition to get the notoriety of an assassin? What you got?
Tyson, by far. Tyson had to walk through some cats. I'm not saying that none of these dudes wild to walk through, and he damn sure walked through some cats. Were scapegoats, doormats. But Tyson had a couple things that I really like to see in the boxing, right? And that one thing is I feel Deontay don't do enough is Deontay don't throw enough body shots. Tyson will kill you with a body shot. Tyson will kill you with a headshot. That's, to me, that's why Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Tyson, 1A, 1B, are always going to be the GOATs to me in boxing. And for that very reason, both of them.
Who is 1A? Muhammad Ali or Tyson?
Well, Muhammad Ali, come on.
No, I'm asking him that question. He brought it up.
Raw. I mean,
huh?
It's rough because
you know who you feel already. You're a boxing connoisseur.
I grew up in the Tyson era, which means I didn't get a chance to see.
You didn't get a lot of Muhammad Ali
fights.
Okay.
But the boxing enthusiast in me says I still put Muhammad Ali first because he was the first one that was creatively just rope-a-dope imposed, who would just make people punch themselves out and then beat the living shit out of them because he had stamina like that. Tyson changed the whole image of, I ain't got time for this mess. I'm going to walk you down and swing you out, get you out of here by round 3. Because when you think about it, when Tyson was the youngest heavyweight champion, and you go back to the sports almanac and look, Tyson was getting paid by the round. He was the champ. 1.5, a little bit over $1 million, some crazy number like that per round. So he was knocking cats out first, second round, third round. He was 3 million fights over. And that was outside of what he made on the person. So when I seen that fact, I was like, damn, I fell in love with Mike Tyson because at that time, $1 million was the shit. It was a lot of money. And then he was doing it so it just seemed like it was so effortless. Whether it was body, head, body, Tyson was just knocking cats out. So do I think Tyson will get Wilder in his prime if they ever fought in their prime? If it ever happened, in one of them boxing video games, I'm still riding with Tyson. Do I believe Muhammad Ali is the greatest? Absolutely.
Okay, I feel you on that, Junior, and something you said about Mike Tyson, because my take on it is I'm going to lean Tyson strictly because of who he had to go through in order to get that notoriety of just a knockout artist. But one thing I will say about Mike Tyson, when he stepped in the ring, Mike Tyson was a stalker. Mike wasn't waiting. Like you said, Junior, Mike wasn't waiting. Deontay Wilder, with all the force and power and the one knockout punch that this dude got, he waits for an opportunity. Mike Tyson, he's coming. Soon as the bell ring, he's stalking you. You're on defense. Now, Junior, you said something else I liked. The body blows just are all about working of the opponent. Mike Tyson would break you. Mike Tyson would knock you out with jaw shots, head shots, but he will stalk you and break you down with body shots so them hands drop. Because now you're trying to protect that cage. And Frank Bruno learned the hard way. He almost killed Frank Bruno with body shots, and Frank Bruno dropped them hands, and that uppercut almost killed him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like Wilder. I think we're going to see a lot more. I don't think his story is fully written yet, but as far as at this point, I'm gonna get a nod to Mike Tyson because, like I say, Mike Tyson, man, the heavyweight division back then was loaded. You hear me? It was loaded. These guys, I mean, Holyfield, Tyson, Frank Bruno. I mean, not Hagler, but the guy he fought, Spinks. I mean, you had George Foreman in there. You had Lennox Lewis. I mean, there was more than that. But man, I mean, Mike went through some guys that weren't just puff fighters. So that's my take on it. One last issue, man. I think
coming in that thing.
Say it again.
I said the Klitschko's were up and coming at that time.
Hey, very true. Very true. The Clicks, they were a name that was out there right at the tail end of was it Mike Tyson's comeback after jail?
Yeah.
No, it was at the end of Lennox Lewis, basically.
Okay, I got you. Well, I tell you what, man. I want to ask y'all something. This one here got a couple days on it, but I want to get your opinion
I need
before
my
I move.
take on this Mike Tyson thing too.
Oh, did I? Did I miss you, dog? Did I miss? Hey, my sincere apologies, man. How did I forget? You got the flow, baby. You got the flow. My sincerest apologies. Okay. What you got for?
What I'm gonna say, I would go with Mike, but I'm gonna play the devil's advocate on this. Let me ask y'all this: do you think Buster Douglas would have beat Wilder? And I'm gonna wait for y'all to answer that.
No, unless Wilder was coked out, drunked out, pussied out.
You know Mike was that, but that's not what I'm asking. Do you think he would have beat Wilder? We ain't got to go into the other subliminals. I'm asking you, what's up?
He would have beat a focused Wilder. I don't think he would have beat a focused Mike.
You already know the answer.
I don't think so either.
You know damn well when they fought, Tyson didn't even prepare.
I know what it was. I answer the question so I can go on with my soliloquy.
And there's nothing to answer because your question does. I mean.
So you know he would have beat him. Okay, I'm playing the devil's advocate. Let me play the devil's advocate. Now, when have you ever seen a bitch knock a bitch out 30 times in a row? I don't give a fuck who you went up against. Have you seen that in the boxing era?
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I mean, Tyson was doing it.
He never knocked nobody out 30. Listen, he never knocked nobody out 39 times in a row. Never.
Hey, so you saying Tyson ain't got no knockouts on his record?
Listen what I said. He never knocked nobody out 39 times. That's a lot of times. That's a lot of brothers or white dudes or whatever niggas we want to call them. That's a lot of people.
You gotta remember his career got cut short because of that whole Robert Gibbons shit.
We can say that, but it still goes back. It still goes back correct to what I'm saying. I'm talking about a fact. Have you seen somebody knock 39 people out in a row, right?
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Jay, since you honing in on the 39 in a row. Do you think Wilder's punch is more lethal than Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson uppercut is more lethal than him, but if we talking about a straight punch, Wilder's straight punch might be more lethal than his.
Listen, let me tell you something, bro. When I was out there fighting, bro, I stole this move from Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson, because I'm short, okay, just like Mike was. When Mike Tyson put them gloves up in front of his face and he bobbed down low to the side and come with that overhand right, he
did have an overhand right. Yeah, you're right. That's correct.
That overhand right was that made dudes fear Mike Tyson. That overhand right, I mean, if that one hit you, dog, I done seen Mike knock people across the ring, dog, on that overhand, and the uppercut. Yeah, you better be ready for that uppercut, because that uppercut, that might send you to the ER, bro.
But Mia, we talking about 39 niggas in a row, man.
Now, don't get it twisted. I'm with you, dog.
Every time he fought, he dropped the bitch and went in and went about his business when it celebrated, man.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't even talking about no unanimous decisions or none of that, man. He was dropping people 39 times in a row.
All of them went by.
Is that the easiest check you can get, man?
For the simple fact that he knocked out Tyson Fury.
He did knock that man out, man. I told you what the count was. That's debatable, but that's debatable, man. Now, I mean, a lot of people say that's one of the slowest counts since Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, man. Come on, man. So that's 42 in a row. God damn it! To my opinion, that's 42 in a row, man. That's beast mode, man.
That is not. That is your opinion. That is not the opinion of the WVC and what his fucking record reflects.
Okay, so hold on. You don't think Tyson had not busted Douglas out?
What?
When he dropped Buster Douglas, you don't think that was a long count?
Look. You saying a bunch of controversy.
No, don't give me no look. Answer my question. Answer the question.
You know damn well Tyson beat the shit out of Buster Douglas. In the first fight.
No, I didn't ask you that. I said, did he knock him out? Because a lot of people say that was one of the longest counts compared to the Fury shit with Wilder, bro. Now answer the question. Do you think he knocked Buster Douglas out?
Yeah. But again,
okay, so but what you was going into, what's in the books. The book can be flawed, man.
No, the facts are the facts. So whether you call it flawed or not, the books are the books. Just like you said to me earlier on the phone. Why you bringing up old shit? It's history. Okay, we won. We beat you 2 games out of 3. You don't care about that. But
it's always an asterisk in history too, man.
Only asterisk that I know of, and that's on Barry Bonds shit.
So the asterisk is Patriots has an asterisk, man.
Were you talking about the deflated balls or Belichick
the Spygate, man? It happened against my Eagles. We had 2 Super Bowls, man. Don't get me back into that, man. That man got fined $1 million for that shit, bro. So don't tell me it ain't no asterisk, man. We deserve for that shit to be reversed and be in the books. But you know what they don't do? They don't reverse shit. You know what I'm saying? But he got fined for that shit, bro.
Bro, I'm with Jay. I'm gonna give it up to you on this one, dog. Even though I know it's about your Eagles, I got to give it to you, dog, because the Spygate, bro. Even though everybody was like, oh, if you got caught slipping, people was going to do it to you. It was against the rules.
And I agree with that. But they still cheated.
It was against the rules. It was against the rules. It was considered cheating. And, dog, the man got fined $1 million, bro. The man got fined. The only reason he did not get fired is because he was Belichick, dog. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
You know what? You don't think Robert Kraft paid for that shit?
All right.
Yeah, he lose shit. That man laughs about that shit. But listen, they like what you saying. Coaches and people supposed to know not to let a bitch get in there and film your shit. So they got caught slipping, but it's still cheating. When they looked at our plays and recorded the shit, they know everywhere we was gonna be. That's why they got the interceptions and we couldn't do shit. The bitch was already readied up. Now the man throw receivers in to guard us and shit because they had got down in this shit, man. And it was a close fucking game, man.
Those are the violins and fucking Jay crying, and he claimed he the champ.
I ain't crying. It's over with. That's history.
Get out of here with this shit, man.
That's history, man. But let me ask you, why did he get fined $1 million, bro?
Who cares? At the end of the day, look, your job is to play ball.
He got fined $1 million because he cheated.
Look, your job is to play ball. Play ball.
Okay, Milf, you remember when we was playing? You remember when we was playing Madden, right? And your plays come up on the screen. You want to kind of hide your joystick so a nigga don't know what play you picking. Know why? Because they can play on that play, right? That's the same shit. If you know what we doing, it's easy to play on it. You play football, Milf. If you know exactly where somebody going, you're going to go right to that place and be able to defend that.
And in the essence of Madden, and you trying to hide your joystick, you can also call audibles in that bitch too. Now, can't you, Milf?
You can. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. But we didn't know they know our plays, man. We found out that later on. We found out that later on. Know why? Hold on, Junior. You know why? Because somebody.
They knew everything all the way down to the audibles. That's what you're trying to tell me.
No. They didn't know they know our plays. You know who snitched on them? Somebody who was on the coaching staff. You don't remember whatchamacallit snitch?
Oh, man. Man, who cares? People tell other people plays all the time.
Man, they recorded our plays, bro. So you're recording the signals and all that, man. So when they see the signals in the formation, they already know what to play on. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
You know they tip pitches in baseball, dog. You don't hear them crying in baseball. Just like they
recording our plays. We were practicing our plays and our signals, bro. Come on, right? When was the last time? Hold on, since you wanna get technical. When was the last time that Detroit won a Super Bowl?
See,
let's go there.
That's how basic you are. That's how basic
never wear.
That's how you see.
Since you want to pick on my team and say I'm crying and making excuses, when the last time y'all won something? When the last time y'all been to an NFC championship, man?
Only gets upset and brings up my team when I'm badmouthing or I'm telling the truth about them sorry ass Eagles. When the simple fact is, look, if your job is to play ball,
you can say we sorry, but we just won a Super Bowl 2 years ago. Y'all never won one, brother. Y'all never won one.
Going right now. Y'all bum asses is going to be sitting on the sideline right next to us. So technically, shut the fuck up, grab some popcorn, nigga, and roll up, nigga, because y'all ain't going nowhere.
Hold on, brother. Do you want to bet we don't make the playoffs?
Nigga, bet that all day, every day.
You saying
all day, every day.
Man, we got a case of Heineken. We got a case of Heineken. We can start talking about this now. We got a case on it. We got a case.
You talking about me?
Do we have a case, man? We can start talking.
All that rapping's done. Bet your case.
All right, we got a case then.
All day.
You got Gatorades. I got Heineken's, brother.
Yeah, right. I'm getting all mine, collecting everything. Right?
No, you got. Hold on, I owe you Gatorade, but we can talk about this off the show. Now we can take out some other shit because we had some bets on some other shit. I ain't get paid when the Eagles. I mean, not the Eagles, but when the Gators bust y'all ass last year, Michigan. Brother.
Oh Lord, and I ain't get.
We drug y'all niggas.
I ain't get my chicken.
Okay, I'm gonna buy you your. I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you.
You trying to say
I'm gonna buy.
You want to bring up bets, my nigga? Put my Popeyes first, because I believe. I believe my Lions beat the fuck ass Eagles. Before we lost to the fuck ass Gators. So until you get in my chicken, nigga, don't talk to me about nothing. How about that?
I'm going to get you your chicken, brother. Popeyes for the balls to get on your church.
All right, fellas. Let me rein y'all in. We finna talk about, we going to talk about one more thing about this college football. Tell me what you think, Junior, about your Michigan Wolverines that's finna go up against these Ohio State Buckeyes. What y'all got?
I said this last week. I said this the week before. I said this when we had 2 losses. If Michigan doesn't run the table and beat Ohio State this year, or beat Ohio State this game, we have no shot at college playoff football. And not only that, if we can't beat Ohio State this year, it hurts our recruiting, and here's why. Because we're always going to be known as a team that can't beat that fuck-ass team from on the other side of us, right? That is a fucking problem for us. Because not only do we lose players from there, because you don't think them coaches be sniffing right where Jim Harbaugh be at? ING, the same places he come and recruit at down here. So it's detrimental. If Michigan cannot finally get into this college football playoff, which we were supposed to be in at, we have a problem. Is it Jim?
Wait, did you say supposed? did you say where y'all was supposed to be at?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I heard that right. So go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Absolutely. Y'all can check the tapes. You can go check the records if you want to. Check the stat history. But dude, we got robbed so many times, and one of those times we fucked ourselves up when we lost to Michigan State when we wasn't supposed to. So we fucked our own selves out of one of those. But we did that to ourselves. But unlike Jay, and because I can talk and be realistic about my team. This nigga so half-ass delusional. He can't tell you if it's fucking dark outside or fucking daylight out right now. Right? The truth of the matter is, if Michigan do not get it done this Saturday, our playoff side is done. And then if we do beat Ohio State on Saturday,
we still need a bunch of help.
Well, let me ask you, how many losses y'all got?
We might end up in the New York Detroit Bowl. While the Florida Gators end up in the Gus Macker toilet bowl.
So let me ask you, how many losses?
Folks in Grand Rapids, folks, y'all know what the Gus Macker tournament is. Hey, my nigga Jay is the toilet bowl champ.
How many losses y'all got right now, Junior?
We got 2.
Y'all got 2. Okay, so if y'all beat Ohio State, okay, right now, I'm with you, brother. Hey, I'm with you, bro. I ain't finna clown you on this one. You actually, because now I'm gonna tell you, dog. I actually, believe it or not, Junior. If you could see me right now, I'm putting my 2 fingers in front of my eyes. Me and you are here right now, dog. Because I need y'all. I need y'all to beat Ohio State. I need Michigan. I need Michigan right now, bro. So we're here. We are here. What I'm saying is Michigan has been playing better. I've been watching them. I ain't really been paying attention to who they've been playing, but I know they've been looking better than the first half of the season. So if y'all beat Ohio State, will y'all go to the Big Ten championship?
Nope. We still won't go to the Big Ten championship because we got 2 losses, and because Ohio State got that one. And Minnesota's going from the other division.
Well, wait, y'all got 2 conference losses?
Yeah. We got one to Tennessee and one to Wisconsin.
Okay, y'all, all right, because y'all didn't lose to Navy. You almost lost to Navy. I don't know why I was thinking it was Navy. Okay. Well, either way it go, bro, I need y'all to get Ohio State because that only helps Bama. So go ahead and help out a true champ, man. Go ahead and help out a true champ. You know what I'm saying?
We couldn't knock Ohio State out.
Okay, well, if y'all do that, brother, I'm going to give you a little more respect. Well, just stay in this realm, Jay. Let me elaborate just a little bit further on this Michigan-Ohio State game. And I'm going to add this to it for you. If Michigan loses this game, let's say they lose the game by 1 point, is Harbaugh's ass finished, or is he going to get a data boy from making this game close and barely losing it, or seeing that he has yet to beat yet to beat Ohio State, does any type of loss help him, or is any type of loss means his job? What do you think?
Well, if they lose, I think he's probably done, but let's go back to the beginning. Playoffs? You talking about playoffs? The fuck are you talking about, nigga? That ain't no fucking playoff team, nigga. The fuck are you talking about? Hold on. You talk. Can I talk now? Hold on.
Hell no.
So we not, but can I ask the moderator this? When the fuck the last time Michigan beat Ohio State? You tell me that, moderator.
Nah, I think I was in high school the last time Michigan beat Ohio.
All right, thank you. And this nigga talking about playoffs. And the fuck are you talking about? Y'all gonna get shot, nigga. That's damn near 10 years ago, though, man. Come on, cuz you talking about playoffs. Are you serious? Y'all ain't even mentioning that shit. You ranked 13, nigga. How you gonna get bounced up there, man? That makes no sense, man. That makes no sense at all.
Hold on, I'm finna tell you. Because the dumbass Gators are gonna lose, right? Somehow.
We out of there. I wouldn't say playoffs. I'm not foolish enough to say that. And we ranked over y'all. What you talking about?
Because the math shows that Michigan can still get in, dummy, if you listen to what everybody's saying.
Y'all not. I don't give a fuck if you talk about math or analytics. Y'all not in the playoffs, man. We talking about playoffs, Junior.
And if we get it, we get in.
Junior, we talking about playoffs, man. Michigan in the playoffs is irrelevant, man. Come on, brother.
Well, Junior, all right, well, hold on.
Are you finna turn all of a sudden probably to an FSU fan or somebody else fan because they got a better record than them fuck-ass Gators? Probably.
Okay, Junior, I see this one has touched the nerve. But let me help you out, Junior. Let me help you out.
I know how you so fast be doing that shit.
Y'all not doing the playoffs. Don't ever say that again on our show again, playoffs.
Yeah, let the moderator help you out.
Wear a goddamn Alabama shirt 2 weeks ago.
Let the moderator help you out, Junior. Junior, I'm gonna tell you right now. Playoffs. All right, here we go. Michigan has a possibility. There's always a possibility, but unfortunately, the possibilities are slim and none. And my man Slim has left the building. Slim has left the building.
Come on, y'all, Junior, y'all gonna get drugged, bro. They gonna drag y'all, man. The quarterback read me. The defense didn't say, yo, you playoffs, man. Come on, man.
They Patterson for me.
You talking about, man, you got me mad like Erickson when he coached for the goddamn Colts. Playoffs? We can't win a fucking game. What you talking about, playoffs? What you talking about, man?
Win games. We are.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Win games, but we're winning games. Unfortunately for you, that shit's for you, but we winning games. We winning
Why we rating ahead of y'all then? Why are we rating ahead of y'all, brother?
Oh, wait. And because you niggas didn't play last week, what the fuck? Y'all lucky y'all had
did what?
play. Y'all didn't play last week.
But we ranked over y'all. So if we ranked over y'all and you say playoffs is over for us, how in the fuck are y'all gonna be in the playoffs, bro?
Everybody
that makes no sense, man.
Everybody that was above y'all and in between us, they won, which means nobody moved. Nobody moved. Which means there was only movement at the top because of that one team that out there that lost.
Okay. Logically thinking, do you think they're gonna move somebody from 13 to the playoffs, man? How does that make sense? Explain that to me.
Yes, I do. Here's why. They moved them bum-ass Gators to the national championship with 2 losses. So fuck what you talking about. Look at the stats.
But they was ranked higher than that. They weren't ranked 13, nigga. What you talking about?
2 losses means you can still get in the championship, that boy.
Not ranked at 13. You're not gonna move that high, man. That's logic, man.
Okay, hold on, fellas. Let me jump in.
I bring facts, boy. That's a lot. True facts, boy. Bring some true facts.
All right, let me jump in here, fellas, because there's 2 things, two big things. All right, first of all, Junior, you're talking about something from the BCS era. We're in a different era. It's yet to have been a 2-loss team make it into the playoffs. It would take a lot of chaos in order for that to happen. Now, what I do want to make sure we don't fail to cover is we got LSU, got Ohio State, we got Clemson, and we got Georgia. They, for all intents and purposes, are going to be sitting. They're the ones that's going to have a chair at the end of the season going into the championship games. Based off of everybody holding serve, let's say LSU knocks off Georgia, which I really believe they will. Who is going now? Let's say Utah.
Now you talking about somebody?
Yeah. Now Utah is going to have a nail biter. Let's say they barely beat Oregon, who's now not in the top 10. And if Alabama goes into Jordan Hare with a backup quarterback and look like they haven't missed a beat, which I don't think we're going to look that good, but I think we could go in and do some damage. Who is going to get that number 4 spot when Georgia is knocked out of it? Jay, what you think?
I think it's going to be Utah or Alabama, flat out.
Okay, so if Utah wins...
Minnesota have a better chance than Michigan.
Minnesota can't in because they got to win the Big Ten championship. So, again, it's about math and numbers. Again, stop saying shit that you don't understand, dog. You can't...
Nigga, y'all not going to the playoffs, man. That's logical, man. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, man.
No.
That's like saying the Bucks can still make the playoffs, man. Come on, stop it, man.
I clearly
niggas was talking about Baltimore against Atlanta and talking about we can still make a playoff run. It makes no sense. That's like Michigan, dog. It's laughable. You're 13. Somebody 13 ain't never jumped ever to the top 4, bro. And when we talking about playoff time, bro, it never happened.
They did it with the fuck-ass Gators. I don't give a fuck. History will repeat
itself. We won 13, cuz.
But you had 2 L's, and I don't give a fuck. Only reason why you
we're still ranked high because we played in the SEC, which is the best, man. Stop it, man.
How do you believe that?
SEC, baby. I got A. Come on, Junior. You got to give it a little bit.
What? And that's the shit apart. Because I'm pretty sure if Mont was on here moderating, he would say Big Ten was the shit, which means it'd be 2 against 1 either way. Don't nobody believe that dumb shit, but SEC fans. So keep that shit to yourself.
In the last 10 years, who won the most championships in the last 2 years? SEC, nigga.
The damn sure wasn't no fuck-ass Gator, I tell you that. So don't tell me.
But we was a part of it. We was a part. In the last 10 years, listen what I said, in the last 10 years. In the last 10 years.
Shut up.
In the last 10 years.
College football brings out the animosity in the big guns, baby. That's what I'm talking about. College football at its finest, man.
Team, the last time we played, that's how they feel, dog. It's animosity.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, fellas. I tell you what. We gonna save a little bit more for the next episode, which I'm guessing we gonna jump on tomorrow. So let me get your final thoughts before we get to that episode, Junior. Just a couple predictions. Who is going to win the Big Ten championship? Who's going to win the ACC? Who's going to win the SEC? And who's going to win the Big 12? Give me your 4 teams. Give me your 4 champs.
SEC, Georgia, Big 10, Minnesota, Big 12, who gives a shit? ACC, who gives a shit?
Oh, you know what? My bad. Oh, man, I forgot the Pac-12. What about the Pac?
Is Clemson, though, bro.
Man, we already know Clemson going to run away with it. That's why ain't even no point in saying it. It's a done data.
Who going to win the Pac-12, Oregon or Utah?
Oregon, because they had one loss. Think they finna lose to Utah? No, I don't see it. Utah.
Okay, I'm with you.
I mean, this is the first time I can remember Utah having
I like Utah
any part of football. So as in much, and I be one of the main guys for these low-ranked teams that never get recognized because they used to do it to TCU all the time and they never got any love. But after I see how TCU never got any love and they never got in, why even root for them anymore? So I'm gonna stick with the big name team on this one and call a spade and let it ride.
Okay, I can dig it. Jay, what you got? Who gonna win? Who gonna be these conference champs at the end of the day?
Yeah, I agree with mostly everything he said, except I got Utah. I mean, I think Utah.
You think Georgia gonna beat LSU?
No. He said that.
Yeah, I was shocked too, but yeah, that's what he said.
Shit. Oh yeah, that's it. He's been naked all goddamn night. What the fuck is wrong with you, cuz? You just said y'all have a playoff chance, and then you just said Georgia was gonna beat LSU, man. Are you serious?
Let me clarify that. Hold on. Only reason why I said that because I really felt like Alabama was going to play Georgia, so my bad. It was just some Alabama hate.
Oh, there we have it. Now we get it.
Yeah, I thought he didn't mean that.
Flat out Alabama hate.
Oh, see, I teed it up for you, man. You ain't even Bama ain't even in the mix, man. You're supposed to knock that one out the park. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Well, I tell you what. All right.
I mean, so Milwaukee. I mean, when he said his team had a chance of making the playoffs, that was crazy. Then he just said that these cats gonna be LSU. Come on, man. All right, man.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you miss the other one?
Let y'all know who won this debate. What was the other one?
Wait, did you miss the other one? He said Minnesota gonna win the Big Ten.
And who they play?
Ohio State.
Oh yeah, get the fuck out of here. Ohio State, Giant, Michigan. They gonna beat Minnesota, bro. That's just how it's gonna go.
Look, here it is. If Ohio State don't get through us, and again, this is the part where I hate debating with Jay because he don't understand schedules and shit like that because he don't listen to shit, right? In order for Ohio State to get there's a championship game. They still have to fucking play that. which means Ohio State got to get through Michigan in order to get through to the Big Ten championship, which means they're going to play freaking Wisconsin. If they lose in Wisconsin, If they lose to Wisconsin, they're not the big champs, which means that's 2 losses on Ohio State record.
Do you want to bet on Wisconsin when they play Ohio State?
Which eliminates Ohio State from the fucking college playoff championship. But again, because I be spitting hot fire and you don't understand shit, I get it. Let me slow it down for you, dog. The fucking strict the schedule is playing, and again, it's an SEC trying to understand some shit, right? They have to play the fucking championship. You should know this because y'all got one. Shit, you motherfuckers got 8 of them bitches because y'all so basic, y'all can't boil it down to fucking 2 championships or 1.
Cuz, you want to bet if they play Wisconsin. So you doing a lot of rapping, man. You talking crunk. You talking some shit that you think that sounds like a fucking dream. But you don't believe that though.
On Saturday, if Ohio State does not beat Michigan,
first of all, when they drag y'all, they gon' beat Wisconsin. Dog, Wisconsin can't beat them, man. That's a fact.
Yeah, I
don't know what you're looking at, but they got a nice running back.
It's a fact.
No joke.
How many losses Wisconsin got? How many losses y'all got? And how many Ohio State got, brother? Come on, man. They don't lose the losers like you niggas, man.
I'm gonna answer your question since you know it all. So let me answer that.
Who Wisconsin lost to? Since you want to answer my question, who they lost to? Who they lost to?
Smartass. Wisconsin has 1 loss.
Who they lost to?
Ohio has 9, and we have 2.
Wisconsin got 2 losses.
Yeah, they sure do. And who they lost to?
Wisconsin got 2 losses. They lost to. Oh my God! Do I want to say Indiana? Indiana. And did they lose to Michigan?
No, they ran us over. That running back ran for 300 yards on us. What y'all talking about? Again,
okay, wait.
Because they got drugged. They got drugged.
Yeah.
Before you say something,
I'm gonna look it up right now. I know they got. The fact is, I know they got 2 losses.
Tell you who they lost to, and they got drugged. Wait till he tell you.
Yeah,
you knew, so who was it?
Well, no, I know they got 2 losses. I'm just trying to figure out who the 2 losses were to, and I'm pretty sure one of the losses was Indiana, but I got it coming up right now, so just hold on.
So I can tell them who they got drugged by.
Okay, here we go.
Illinois and Ohio State.
Illinois, okay, I knew it was something with an I. Illinois and Ohio State. 2 losses.
And they got drugged. They got drugged by Ohio State, nigga. You see the score?
Yeah, they did, dog. Yeah.
Nigga, I know what I'm talking about, brother. I ain't even want to go there. I know what I'm talking about, bro. You think they want to play them again after that dragon?
Wait, what does Wisconsin got to do with Minnesota? I'm confused. They ain't played yet. What the fuck does Ohio State got to do with Minnesota?
Ohio State drug Wisconsin, brother. That's what we're telling you.
So, and?
They drug them. That's what you can't tell about when they see him again. They gonna do what when they see him again? No, hold on. Neil, tell him the score, dog. Please tell him the score. Fuck Minnesota. We talking about Ohio State. Because you brought out Wisconsin, bro. Tell him the score from that.
No, they beat them. They beat them by 30, by 31 to be exact. 38 to spread.
Drug him, man. You the one who said they got to play Wisconsin again. So, man, don't change the narrative, brother. We ain't talking about Minnesota. We talking about Wisconsin.
You about the Big Ten, nigga. I know more about the Big Ten than you. So you got the whole game fucked up.
But they ain't gonna win shit. So that's irrelevant.
So this what I'll Junior. Let me
bet the SEC win this year.
You know what? Fuck
Junior, let me ask you.
Big Ten all day. Fuck you in the SEC, nigga. You know what, nigga? Put 2 cases up. Let's go. You know what? I hate Ohio State so much, but you know what? Now I really hope Ohio State somehow, if them bitches get by us, beat the dog shit out of any pussy ass SEC team that the fucking championship team can put up. Cause guarantee you, boy, if it ain't us, it's gonna be them.
Well, I tell you what,
definitely
bro.
won't be y'all. So you can start talking. Start talking about y'all.
Believe that.
Come on, man. You talking foolishness.
All right. Well, you heard it here. You heard it here. Unfortunately, we gotta wrap this thing up. We gonna hold some of this heat for tomorrow. But I tell you what, always this urban raw, and you gonna hear it raw here all day, every day from some of my dogs from the streets. We got my dog Junior. We got my dog Jay. It's always gonna be smoke in the city when we dealing with these boys on these wires, man. So I tell you, appreciate you tuning in. Another show coming. Urban Raw Sports and News, this Milwaukee moderator, we out this thing. All right, fellas.
All right. I drug you again, Junior.
Ain't drag.